North Korea's military threat is not just to South Korea, Japan and America, but to the whole world. In this video, we try to explain why this is a threat to many countries around the world, and how North Korea's military budget is financed.
If you want to be notified of new videos, please subscribe and click on the bell.
Kim Jong-un is working on an array of ballistic missiles designed to carry nuclear warheads. This includes missiles that can target US allies such as South Korea and Japan, longer-range rockets that could reach American bases in Guam, and intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, capable of striking major cities in the United States, such as New York or Washington. He is also focused on modernizing his missile arsenal, developing missiles that rely on domestic technology and can be manufactured despite sanctions. Additionally, Kim is seeking to improve the technology for miniaturizing warheads and increasing their power for ICBM strikes. Experts estimate that North Korea has assembled 40 to 50 nuclear warheads, although there are some estimates, such as a 2021 study by the Rand Corp and Assen Institute, that suggest the number could be as high as 116. There are also indications that Kim Jong-un is focusing on expanding the country's fleet of submarines and may soon deploy a new submarine capable of launching missiles.
Despite international sanctions and economic challenges, North Korea allocates a significant portion of its resources to its military. The country spends an estimated $7 billion to $11 billion per year, which accounts for around 20 to 30% of its economy. While this amount is relatively small compared to global military expenditures, North Korea employs various methods to evade sanctions and generate revenue, including illicit activities such as clandestine transfers of banned goods and involvement in cybercrimes, such as ransomware attacks. North Korea is using cryptocurrency heists to finance its nuclear weapons program. Referred to as their treasure sword, North Korea's cyber operations, including hacking and crypto theft, have become a major source of funding. In 2022 alone, the country stole a record $1.7 billion worth of cryptocurrency.
North Korea's economic isolation has driven it to engage in other illicit activities to generate income. This includes involvement in the production and distribution of narcotics, specifically crystal meth, as well as rumors of counterfeit currency production, such as counterfeit $100 bills. These activities reflect the country's reliance on black market strategies to overcome economic constraints and obtain necessary funds. There are many countries facing security risks opt to acquire ballistic missiles instead of developing their own domestic capabilities. Acquiring missiles from foreign suppliers can provide a faster and more cost-effective solution compared to building indigenous missile production capabilities. This approach also allows countries to benefit from advanced missile technologies and expertise.
The acquisition of ballistic missiles from the United States or any other country requires legal processes, geopolitical considerations, and adherence to international agreements and regulations. Countries seeking to purchase ballistic missiles typically engage in diplomatic negotiations, defense agreements, and comply with arms control and non-proliferation treaties. In the case of North Korea, their motivation to acquire funds through illegal means, including the sale of ballistic missiles or its technology, may stem from their economic challenges, international sanctions, and isolation. North Korea's limited access to legal trade and foreign currency due to sanctions has led to concerns about their engagement in illicit activities to generate income. To circumvent these sanctions and generate income, North Korea has been suspected of engaging in illicit activities such as arms trafficking, including the sale of ballistic missiles.
While it's difficult to provide specific details on North Korea's involvement in the illegal sale of ballistic missiles, there have been instances where North Korean missile technology or components have been intercepted or linked to other countries. The exact extent of North Korea's involvement in such activities is not always easy to determine due to the secretive nature of the regime and limited access to information. It's important to note that the sale of ballistic missiles by North Korea or any other country is a violation of international agreements and sanctions regimes. The United Nations and other international bodies have imposed sanctions to deter and prevent such activities. Efforts are continuously being made to counter the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, including ballistic missiles, through strict export control measures and international cooperation.
There are several reasons why countries choose to purchase ballistic missiles rather than develop them domestically. Cost and time. Developing a robust missile program requires significant financial resources, time, and technological expertise. Purchasing missiles from other countries can be a more cost-effective and efficient option. Technological sophistication. Developing advanced missile technologies, such as intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, or submarine-launched ballistic missiles, SLBMs, demands extensive knowledge and technical capabilities. International agreements. International agreements, such as the Missile Technology Control Regime, MTCR, aim to restrict the proliferation of missile technology and prevent the spread of missiles capable of delivering weapons of mass destruction. Political considerations. Acquiring missiles from foreign suppliers may need political arguments that in some case, the country don't like to solve it.
Here are a few examples of countries that may be at risk and could potentially consider purchasing ballistic missiles. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia faces regional security challenges, particularly in relation to its rival Iran. Taiwan. Taiwan faces the threat of military aggression from China, which has not ruled out the use of force to reunify the island with the mainland. Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, countries, such as the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Bahrain, face security concerns including potential threats from Iran and regional instability.
In South America, Brazil has a well-established defense industry and has developed its own ballistic missiles, such as the Sonda 4 and the AVTM 300. They have also expressed interest in acquiring advanced missile technology. Also, Argentina has shown interest in developing its own missile capabilities and has previously developed short-range ballistic missiles, such as the Condor 2. Another country is Venezuela that has shown interest in acquiring ballistic missiles in the past.
In Africa, Algeria has a relatively advanced defense industry and has invested in developing missile capabilities. They have developed and acquired various ballistic missiles, including the Frog 7 and the Russian-made Scud missiles. Egypt has also shown interest in acquiring ballistic missiles and has invested in developing its domestic missile industry. They have developed and deployed missiles such as the Fatah 110 and the Rad 2.
The international community, through various mechanisms such as sanctions, arms embargoes, and export control regimes, works to prevent the illegal sale and proliferation of ballistic missiles. These efforts are aimed at maintaining regional and global security and preventing the spread of weapons of mass destruction.